What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more Series 1 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. Apologies for the lack of uploads lately. Holidays have kept me really busy, and then I finally was like, okay, I can start uploading again, and my computer crashed. So, I mean, it's a little bit unfortunate, but, you know, we were able to kind of make things work, and we're back. It is almost the end of the ranked season, so hoping to get some good content. So here we are using this really cool team. It was built by WinterKnight 87, who's a fellow small-time content creator, and he managed a top cut with this team, as well as a slightly different version of the team. I'll make sure to link both, or link the video where he talks about both versions in the description, but I wanted to use this one because it has Volcarona, and I haven't really used much Volcarona, so I thought it'd be really cool. So talking a little bit about the team, right? First of all, we have Baxcalibur. So Baxcalibur is the pseudo-legendary of this generation, and is a really, really cool pick. I think it offers just quite a bit of pressure with its ability Thermal Exchange, giving it a boost when hit by fire type moves, and it just hits very, very hard, right? Ice Shard is a very great offensive source of damage, especially with Sword Stance, being able to put on a ton of pressure. Glaive Rush is awesome, right? Hitting super, super hard. Yes, there is that quote-unquote drawback of you take double damage until the next move, but having priority Ice Shard helps deal with that. So really excited for that. We do have the Water type Terra just as a sort of really good defensive option. So next up is Salazzle with Eject Pack. So this is one that I'm really interested to try out, right? It is a really good support option, right? With Fake Out, Sludge Bomb, Overheat, and Encore. So something that we can really play around with. Next up, we do have Mimikyu, right? So Mimikyu is really great, especially with that Life Orb. It hits very, very hard. I don't think people realize quite how hard it is able to hit. We do have Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, Play Rough, and Trick Room. So, right, we do have that speed control. We can potentially reverse the Trick Room if it's not suiting us. And we can just put on quite a bit of pressure, even more priority, which is awesome. Next up, we do have Azumarill. This is a grass type one with an Assault Vest. This is something that I've seen a lot of people play around with. I'm interested to see how it plays out, just because I think that there is a lot of potential for Assault Vest Azumarill. And so once again, more priority, right? We have Aqua Jet, Ice Spinner, Play Rough, and Liquidation. Ice Spinner really helpful, right, to get rid of that Psychic Terrain to make sure that we can go for all of our priority attacks. So really interested to see kind of how that plays out. So next up, we do Volcarona. Volcarona is awesome, right? It is a really great support option once again with that Rage Power, Fiery Dance, Will-O-Wisp, and Struggle Bug. So even though it's sort of offering support, it's still hitting really, really hard. And so interested to see kind of how that plays out. And then finally is Umbreon. This is something that I've really wanted to try out for a while. Foul Play, Skill Swap, Helping Hand, and Taunt. So the Skill Swap I'm really, really excited for. It's one of my favorite abilities in the game. Really excited for that. So overall, just a lot of support, but also the ability to hit really, really hard. So really excited for the team. Definitely make sure to check out WinterKnight. I'll have his stuff in the description. And with that, let's just get rocking and rolling and move into the first game. All right, battle number one, and it is Meowscarada Gallade with Dashbun, the Armarouge, and the Indeedee. So what I'm really expecting here is like Lava Plume strats to make Fido really strong, and then go for what's it called? Those big strong body presses. So that being said, what do we have to deal with that? Azumarill I think is going to be very, very good here, right? Being able to do a lot of damage. Baxcalibur also a pretty strong source of damage, right? Being able to put on pressure with Ice Shard and Terra Water. So I'm going to do Baxcalibur with Azumarill. I think that puts us in sort of the best position. Check summary. Actually, you know what's really good here? Umbreon. Because if we can get rid of that Welbeck body on Fido or on Dashbun, we're also in some really good spot. And then I think I'm gonna bring Mimikyu in the back, right? Being able to be immune to one of the hits is always gonna be really nice. We do have to be a little bit careful, right? We are very physically oriented versus a potential body press user. But I think that we are still in a pretty solid position. So let's see kind of what happens here. We are going to see Armarouge and Indeedee, which is totally fine with me, right? We are going to be able to set up things like the Ice Spinner, as well as go for a Sword Stance, right? I don't think that there's really I don't think that there's a sort of a bad counterplay to going for the Sword Stance here. So I'm gonna click that here, and then I'm gonna go for an ice spinner. We'll go into the Indeedee, right? We want to just reduce the amount of damage that they're gonna do. The issue, right, is if you call it and protect with the Indeedee, I don't think you're going to, but I think the ability to fire off, perfect. Yeah, so let's ice spinner, get rid of that terrain, set up a nice swords dance here, make it so we can put on just a ton of pressure with things like what's it called? Put on pressure with things like an ice shard is going to be really big, as we're going to get rid of that psychic terrain, which is awesome, and we should see, yep, we are going to see the trick room come out here. I want to go for protect. Yeah, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a protect here, and I'm going to just try to liquidation into the Armor Rouge. I do expect to see a what's it called? I do expect to see probably another Follow Me come out here, and so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get rid of the Indeedee and make it so that we can go for an Aqua Jet into the Armor Rouge without really sort of fear of anything. Potentially, you know, go for another liquidation, but really banking on that Assault Vest to put in some work here. As now, right, we are in a pretty strong position. We are going to see that Terra. I'm assuming it's going to be the Armor Rouge. It is going to be the Armor Rouge. The question now is, what are you going to Terastallize into? You're going to Terastallize into a Grass type. So that's huge for the Ice Shard, right? Assuming that we can pick up a knockout here, which we should be able to, right? And that in that case, right, a +2 Ice Shard into you is going to do quite a bit, and more importantly, I thought I had clicked liquidation into the Indeedee. The Assault Vest really putting in work here, letting us tank the hit. My opponent making a smart play, right, going for the double up. I'm going to click Ice Shard here, and I'm going to go for a liquidation onto the Indeedee, right? We should be able to survive a hit, and right, worst case, yeah, I think that this is still optimal. We are going to see the Follow Me come out. We should, with this double up, be able to pick up the knockout, right? Let's see, Ice Shard at +2, perfect. Then the liquidation going to come out here, and I'm assuming you're going to target down into my, what's it called? Into my Azumarill. You could target into the, let's see here. It is going to, yep, into the Azumarill. That is fine. Oh, I dropped my controller. I think what I want to do is bring out, I'm going to bring out Mimikyu. I think Mimikyu just hits really, really hard here. And right, we can potentially reverse a Trick Room if it's something like a Torkoal. We can Terastallize into a Water type, reverse that Trick Room, and then make it so we can go from there, right? I do want to save that Umbreon for the potential Fidough in the back. And so let's see what my opponent's going to swap out here. Mimikyu for us next to, it is going to be, I don't know the name. It is, okay, it is going to be that Fidough, or yeah, perfect. So I'm going to Terastallize into a Water type. I'm going to go for the Ice Shard here, as well as go for the Shadow Sneak, right? I need to get rid of, what's it called? I need to get rid of them. I can't really afford, right, for them to go for what's it called, like a Play Rough into my Baxcalibur. So I just want to make it so we can tank the hit, right? We are hopefully going to be in a good spot at +2. Shadow Sneak, let's see how much this does. Doing a fair bit. I'm hoping, right, a +2 Ice Shard will be enough for that knockout, right? Survey says, perfect. We are going to just be able to get that pretty easily. And now we should, I'm guessing, either see a Body Press or a Play Rough into Baxcalibur. It is going to be that Body Press, but with no defense boost, it's really not going to do that much damage at all. And so what I think now is we're going to see the Torkoal come out. Okay, so the Torkoal makes sense. You're probably going to Lava Plume. So I'm going to go for a Protect here, and I'm going to try and, actually, how many turns of Trick Room are left? This is the last turn of Trick Room. So I'm fine to go for a Protect here, as well as just go for a Shadow Sneak onto the Torkoal, right? Trying to weaken the Eruption. I think what happens now is we we try and reduce the amount of damage that we're going to take. We're going to make it so Glaive Rush just will what's it called? KO this Torkoal. It's probably going to be a Lava Plume, yeah, because that's going to give you that well-baked body, but it's only going to be +2, and so we're still in a pretty good position overall, right? Mimikyu just had its disguise. Yikes. Okay, this is why I don't like the strategy, because the burns just... Okay, it's fine. We should be able to one-shot the Torkoal, right? It is going to be +2. We will take double damage. But what does... This is actually, like, not ideal, right? Like, I don't want to do that, but I think I have to. I'm going to play rough. I'm going to click Shadow Claw here as well, just in the event that I don't get it. I'm assuming the Torkoal is, like, specs. Perfect. We are going to get the knockout here, so we're probably going to lose our Baxcalibur, which is pretty unfortunate, right? But we will at least... Yeah, that is doing no damage at all. That burn really coming to bite us, as we are down to our Umbreon as our last option. They are at +2. This is super frustrating, being hit with that burn, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, whatever. The burn, yeah, really gonna put us in a bad position here, as we will bring out Umbreon. You know, Volcarona would have potentially been really good here. I'm gonna go for a Helping Hand into the Mimikyu, and I'm gonna go for a Play Rough. This is really sort of our best bet. We are losing a lot of damage as a result of that burn. Like, it's fine. I think we still lose. I'm just frustrated by it. We do survive critically, so we will be able to get at least another foul play boosted hit onto them. But yeah, so what? I should have brought Salazzle. I have a poison type. So yeah, Salazzle would have been really good here. So that was me. I knew the strategy. I instead chose to bring all physical attackers. I think having Mimikyu do some extra damage would have been really good. I think if I had targeted correctly turn 1. No, I can't play the timer. I was like, what? The game hasn't gone on long enough for that to be sort of a legitimate strategy. Otherwise, I probably could have. I also don't have Protect on anything, right? Like, I don't have Protect, so I'm just gonna call it here. I should have brought the Salazzle. That was my bad. We got to bring Umbreon though, and I really like Umbreon. So mistakes were made. We learned, and nothing but to do but keep rocking and rolling and move to the next one. All right, battle number 2, and it is Garchomp Tyranitar with Talonflame, a Goldango, a Hatterene, and Meowscarada. So I'm assuming the Meowscarada is banded, just given the sand. Azu is... I wish Azu was Sap Sipper. Azu would be really good here. Umbreon's actually really good. I like Umbreon a lot. Umbreon, let's go Baxcalibur. Yeah. Right, we have the ability to Terra Water, which I think is going to be really huge. What else? I like Mimikyu as well, and then probably a Azumarill. Let's do that, right? We can put on a lot of pressure across the board. We don't have to worry about any sort of dog strategies. But let's see how this goes, right? I think that this sort of is our best option, right? We can Terrasilize into a water type, potentially set up a big Swords Dance, as we are going to see Garchomp Talonflame. So I very much would like to foul play here, and I'm gonna go for a protect. My objective right now is to make it so Garchomp is in range of an Ice Shard. I don't know if it is right now, so that's sort of my thought process of saying, hey, I want to lower your HP enough where an Ice Shard will be enough. Then we can go for things like a foul play onto the Talonflame, potentially switch out into Azu. We are going to see the Terra right off the bat coming out onto this Garchomp. So let's see what it's going to become. It is going to become a water type, so probably better that we did not go for what's it called? We did not go for the Ice Shard turn 1. I think the Protect putting us in a solid position here. Let's see what the Talonflame wants to go for. It is just going to be a Tailwind, right? I don't think that that's super necessary given how fast the rest of my team is, as we will see the Dragon Claw going right into that Baxcalibur, letting us fire off a big foul play into this Garchomp. Let's see how much it does. Doing over 50%. So that's actually awesome for us, right? We can fire off another foul play here and swap right into... Let's swap into Azu, right? Being able to have that Aqua Jet for that Talonflame is going to be really big. And it should sort of help us soak up some hits, hopefully take whatever this Garchomp wants to dish out. We will see the Will-O-Wisp, so they are going to miss, which, I mean, I'm very thankful for. I don't think it actually is relevant because of the fact that it means that they survive, but now, right, I mean, we got burned last time. It's fine that we don't get burned this time. It averages out. Does Azumarill's tail light up? Did I just see that right? Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna see the Meowscarada come in here. I'm fine to go for a foul play here. I'm gonna Terra. I still have Baxcalibur, so I'm actually fine to... I'm gonna foul play here, and I'm just gonna go for an Aqua Jet. Nope. Yeah, Aqua Jet onto the Talonflame, trying to break through it. Right, perfect. We are just going to... That did a lot of damage. That did a lot of damage. I'm fine with the Will-O-Wisp here. I'm guessing you're going to be attacking into my Umbreon, right? Maybe going for a Flower Trick. But, okay, it's going to be Play Rough. So that is not what I expected at all. We do critically survive, so that Burn Miss really coming in clutch for us, right? It means that we are going to be in a position where we don't go down, whereas we would have gone down last time. We do some solid damage with, what's it called? With our foul play. So I'm going to go for a foul play onto the Talonflame. I don't really expect to get it. Actually, let's foul play here again. I'm going to go for the Aqua Jet. Just trying to get that knockout. Oh, God. Really? Sorry, I got to sneeze. I had to sneeze really badly there. So we will trade most likely the Umbreon for the Meowscarada. I'm assuming, right, you play rough into the Umbreon. That's totally fine here. That pretty much confirms to me that you're banded. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you're banded at this point. I could bring out Baxcalibur. No, because I can't damage you. I wish Mimikyu had Play Rough. Or not Play Rough, had Will-O-Wisp. Let's bring out Mimikyu here. I think that this is our best bet. The Azumarill at this point kind of is just chilling. We are going to see the Tyranitar come out here. So a lot of potential for Mimikyu to put in some work here. The big question, though, is what is your Terra type again? You're going to be Terra Ghost. I'm going to Play Rough here, and I'm going to go for an Aqua Jet as well. I'm worried that the Tyranitar might be banded. I'm not banded, might be weakness policy. So I'm really trying to avoid triggering that, as we will just get some good damage onto the Meowscarada. Play Rough going to come out onto the Azu. That's totally fine with me. That's not fine with me. That's really bad. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Meowscarada gonna be hit by the sandstorm. Okay, I'm gonna assume, okay, ice is weak to rock. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is um, I'm gonna Shadow Sneak, I'm gonna Terra, and I'm gonna Ice Shard as well. I'm assuming that this double up should, like, Meowscarada is not that defensive at all. So I'm really sort of hoping that we can, um, what's it called? Finish it off. The Ice Shard gonna come out, not quite enough. So very glad we went for the Shadow Sneak. It does unfortunately mean, right, like this is 2 hits we could have had into the Tyranitar that we are gonna miss out on as a result. Probably, I'm guessing, a Rock Slide coming out here. It is gonna be a Rock Slide. Luckily, it will miss the Mimikyu. Perfect. We are just, every move is missing all over the place here. And so the big question, okay, so here's, I'm gonna Shadow Claw, and I'm gonna go for a Swords Dance. I still don't know. Okay, perfect, right? Okay, so we've seen, more importantly, right, we saw that they don't have a choice item, so I'm still, like I said, worried about the weakness policy. And so this, I think, really is our best bet, because it gives us a huge chance to play around that, right? +2. The Rock Slide really not doing much. Now I'm willing to risk the Play Rough as well as the Glaive Rush. I think +2 Glaive Rush should be enough for knocking out Tyranitar. Let's see here. It is going to... Okay, perfect. We do just get the knockout there. Definitely was a little bit worried, but glad we were able to pull through. Yeah, there were a lot of misses. The luck was kind of all over the place. I don't know how much it ended up mattering, but it is what it is. Overall, just like I said, a really solid second battle, and let's just keep rocking and rolling and play one more. All right, last battle of the day, and it's an interesting one. It is Pikachu Meowscarada with Pelipper and Annihilate Mousehold, and what's it called? The King Gambit. So Volcarona, right, really big here. Having access to that redirection, that flame body, going to be huge. So I think we have to bring Volcarona. What does Salazzle have? I don't even know what I'm doing. Wait, check summary. It does have Fake Out, which is that's actually really good here. I like that a lot. Having the ability to potentially Fake Out and go for a burn, I think is going to be huge. I think we need Baxcalibur and then probably Mimikyu, right? Just for the damage. Umbreon is tempting. I think we need more damage. I think that this really is going to be our best bet, right? If we can Fake Out and burn the Annihilate, I think that puts us in just an incredible position. Fake Out just is going to be awesome in general, right? Being able to stop a potential Tailwind, just do all sorts of things to really help us out. Sorry. Okay, so leads. We are going to see Pikachu with the Pelipper here. And so I very much would like to Fake Out into the Pelipper. Fiery Dance. Let's Struggle Bug here, and let's just go for a Fake Out onto the Pelipper, right? Trying to do as much damage as we can with the idea that theoretically the next turn, right, a Sludge Bomb from Salazzle will be enough to pick up the knockout. We do get a nice little critical hit. I'm guessing perfect. A Fake Out going into the Salazzle. Critical hit for critical hit. Struggle Bug going to come out here, right? Doing a lot of damage onto that Pikachu. Getting a special attack drop, which obviously we are going to. And more importantly, right, we know the Pelipper moves last. So we can go for a Struggle Bug here, as well as fire off a Sludge Bomb. Really trying to make it so my opponent doesn't get their Tailwind up as even better, right? Pikachu going for the Protect, as that lets us fire off a big Sludge Bomb onto this Pelipper, which means that it should be in range of this Sludge Bomb, or of this Struggle Bug. And so now we're making it so no Tailwind for my opponent, which is huge. We're also getting rid of a really big threat, right? The Pelipper, obviously having access to that Hurricane, which is scary for Volcarona, and now that's not so much of an issue at all. And so now is a big question, right, of what are you going to bring out? I'm hoping that it's going to be, yeah, we are going to see that Annihilate. I'm going to attempt to go for the Will-O-Wisp, right? I don't want to trigger their Rage Fist if I don't have to. We are going to see the Terra. I'm assuming that this means that it is actually going to be fire, which is what I was afraid of. But at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, it is going to be that fire, stopping me from going for what's it called? Stopping me from going for words from Will-O-Wisp. That's what I'm saying. It is going to bulk up. So that is a little bit scary. What do I have in the back? So this was a really good play by my opponent, right? Okay, and it's gonna be King Gambit in the back. I can Will-O-Wisp the King Gambit. And then I want to switch out into probably Baxcalibur. Do I want to switch out into Baxcalibur, or do I want to switch out into Mimikyu? I'm going to switch out into Mimikyu. I want to try and create a scenario where I can... what's it called? I want to be able to Swords Dance with my Baxcalibur. We're going to see it getting a second bulk up, so that's definitely a little bit scary, right? If we can hit the Will-O-Wisp, though, I feel a lot better about stuff, right? We're significantly reducing the damage output that the King Gambit can go for, unless this is Lumberry, in which case, okay, perfect. We are going to see the Cowtown Cleave come out into the Mimikyu. Perfect. It's just going to trigger the Disguise. And so what's nice here, right, is it's not necessarily nice. I'm assuming that you're just going to keep setting up with, what's it called? The thing. I'm going to go for that, and then I'm going to go for a Shadow Claw onto the Play Rough. I'm going to Play Rough onto you as well. We're going to see the Rage Fist, right? This is, it is +2. So it is actually going to do quite a bit here. But, right, we can sort of play around with things. Fiery Dance, let's see how much this is going to do into... that is no damage at all. I don't like that. Iron Head into the Volcarona. So, what I think... Okay, that's huge. What I think I need to do, right, is I think... I need to bring up Baxcalibur. I need to Swords Dance. And I need to go for a Glaive Rush, right? That, I think, is really my main win con right now. So I'm going to go for a Rage Powder here, as well as go for a Swords Dance. I think we might need 2 in order to KO the, what's it called? The Annihilate, right? Like, the King Gambit, I'm not worried about at this point. Taking advantage of the fact that we do have a bunch of Fire-type stuff in the back. We also do have Salazzle. Which is really, really nice, right? Being able to have that fake out, as we will see the Rage Fist. Let's see how much it's going to do. This is +2. Perfect. We do survive, which means, right, we do have access to a Swords Dance. The really big issue is going to be the fact that they are faster with their, what's it called? They are faster. Okay, so we need to Terrasilize. We're going to Swords Dance here. Because of the fact that I'm worried that they will knock me out and then go for an Iron Head. This also will reduce the amount of damage that they're going to do. Okay, this is perfect, right? Because Salazzle is the fastest thing on the field. So we're creating an endgame where we can fake out an attack into you. If you protect, we can Encore the Protect with Salazzle to get the knockout. or to lock you into protect. That is... That's good. That's okay. We can go for a follow me. Let's go for a Rage Powder here, as well as go for a Glaive Rush onto you, right? We're seeing no protect here. We will take double damage, but that's not the end of the world. This is okay. Okay, this is fine, right? We are +4. We're gonna see the Cowtown Cleave come out, KO the Volcarona. That's fine with me. Like I said, right, we do have access to Fake Out. We do have access to Fake Out. More importantly, right, we can yeah, the King Gambit. We should, okay, we Fake Out, right? We have to Fake Out. We could Encore. No, I say we go for the Fake Out here. And we Glaive Rush as well. Okay, Protect is fine. We should still, okay, right? That's fine, right? We can Encore you the subsequent turn. Glaive Rush, I don't know if we still take double damage, which is a potential issue. I could have gone for, let's see how much this Cowtown Cleave does. Okay, that's fine with me, right? We know that Salazzle is faster, and so we can, yeah, we know that, okay, yep, okay, this is fine, right? We know that Salazzle is faster. We can go for the Encore onto you. Your Protect will fail. That lets us Glaive Rush into you. There's nothing you can do to stop that. The Sucker Punch is totally fine here, right? Your Protect will fail because it is not moving when it is supposed to. That lets us fire off. Oh, you can still get a Protect. That is annoying, but you should fail eventually. We saw how little damage you did to us, so I'm going to go for the Glaive Rush again. Right? Okay. King Gambit is almost down. We need to get rid of King Gambit. I'm going to go for the Overheat. I'm going to go for the Glaive Rush. Right? We saw how little Sucker Punch did. I thought the Protect could fail. I clearly am wrong. They're going to get another Protect. I mean, we have them Encore locked until they start struggling. Perfect. Right? We do get the knockout onto the King Gambit, right? And so now is a question of when is your Encore going to fail. We can also, right, play to timer. We don't need to. It is just getting a little bit scary, right, given how much they have recovered at this point. We still have another turn of Encore, so I can go for a Sludge Bomb as well as go for a Glaive Rush, right? We are also running low on Glaive Rush. Perfect. They are going to fail here. I could have just, what's it called? Sword Stance, because they're just not going to be able to attack at this point. So luckily, we will be able to finish that off. So overall, some really solid games. This team has a lot of potential. I should have just played better in game one, so that's definitely on me. But definitely make sure to check out WinterKnight. Make sure to subscribe to the homie. We will be playing some more battles with this team, so look out for that. But that's all I got. So until next time, I hope all of you are wonderful, and I'll see you then.